When we dive into the world of the strangest and most astonishing truck engines, we come across true marvels of engineering, raw power, and out-of-the-ordinary designs. These giants not only have fascinating stories, but they also push the boundaries of what was possible in technology and performance. In this video, we'll explore the most impressive engines that have powered trucks throughout history, revealing their incredible innovation. Let's start with the legendary Detroit Diesel 12C71T. This engine is a classic in the world of heavy trucks, and although at first glance it doesn't look much different from other Detroit engines, its 12-cylinder configuration makes it special. Known for its toughness and longevity, the 12C71T has been used not only in trucks, but also in off-road applications, such as electric generators and in the marine industry. The turbocharged version of this engine is a real beast, using a turbocharger to send air to the intake blower, which in turn feeds the combustion chambers. This engine has earned its place in history not only because of its size, but also for its ability to adapt to different industries. Continuing with the series of Russian-made engines, we find the KAMAZ 740, an engine that came to replace the Jamset 238. This engine, although smaller compared to others in its class, delivers great power for its size. With versions ranging from 120 to 440 horsepower, the KAMAZ 740 has been one of the preferred options in the heavy transport industry in Russia. This engine has an impressive ability to meet Euro 5 standards, making it a benchmark for reliability and efficiency. Equipped in models like the KAMAZ 4310 and the 5350, it has proven its ability to withstand extreme conditions while maintaining a high level of performance. We can't forget to mention the KAMAZ 150, a 5x4 off-road truck that is also part of the KAMAZ family. This vehicle, although it doesn't have the same level of recognition as other models from the brand, has played a leading role in some of the most challenging conditions. Equipped with a V6 diesel engine, this truck not only has outstanding heavy-duty capabilities, but also features an interesting peculiarity. In its fire truck version, the engine not only powers the vehicle, but also drives a water pump, and there's an additional option to add another pump powered by an air-cooled engine from a Volkswagen Beetle. Without a doubt, a curious and ingenious design. In the European truck industry, the Scania DC16 has made history with its inline six-cylinder engine. This engine, part of Scania's PRT series, is known for its reliability and power. Available with power outputs ranging from 530 to 770 horsepower, the DC16 has been used not only in trucks, but also in industrial and marine applications. What's interesting about this engine is that it can run entirely on hydrotreated vegetable oil, which gives it an extra edge in sustainability compared to more conventional engines. Additionally, its turbocharger design and the quality of its internal steel components make it one of the most powerful and efficient options on the market. The CHTZ V587 is an engine used in an extremely rare truck, the MAZ 7917, a 7-axle intercontinental missile transporter. This vehicle, manufactured by the Minsk automobile plant, uses a 38.9-liter V12 engine capable of generating 720 horsepower. The most impressive thing about this engine is its ability to operate in extremely cold conditions thanks to a preheater that can raise the engine temperature from -40 degrees Celsius to its operating temperature in just 30 minutes. With a complex 12-wheel drive system and multiple transmissions, the MAZ 7917 is a vehicle designed for very specific purposes, but it is undoubtedly an example of elite military engineering. The STRANGEST DC16 V4000, an impressive engine that, although it doesn't have a radically unusual design, is absolutely massive and plays a crucial role in the world's largest dump truck, the Bellz 75710. This colossus, weighing 450 tons, houses a pair of V16 engines inside, which together produce an impressive 4,500 horsepower. What's really interesting about this system is that both engines aren't always needed to operate. It's a diesel-electric unit equipped with 2 electric traction motors on each axle, which allows one of the combustion engines to be turned off when it's not needed, optimizing fuel consumption and efficiency. The Bellz 75710 is capable of carrying up to 450 tons, an impressive feat of engineering. But the real challenge here is how this combination of power and efficiency has managed to keep the giant running for so long. When we talk about unusual engines, there are all sorts of stories that surprise us. Let's start with the Volvo B46, which was originally intended to be a passenger car engine, but ended up finding its place in light-duty vehicles like the Volvo Snoop, as well as being used in the Volvo Pentamarine. This cast iron engine weighs 245 kilograms dry and idles between 400 and 500 revolutions per minute, with a cross-flow cylinder head that sets it apart from the 4-cylinder V18. Moving on to something more robust, we find the ZIL 58A, a 7-liter gasoline V8 engine that powers Russian military vehicles like the Ural 375 and the ZIL 135, the latter being an 8x8 vehicle, 8 without axles, where each wheel is driven by an independent engine. With a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour and a range of 400 kilometers, this monster consumes between 1 and 3 miles per gallon, a fuel consumption close to that of German tanks from World War II. The Maybach HL230 is another engine that stands out for its history. This V12 powered the Panther and Tiger tanks and was notable for its tunnel-type crankcase, where the crankshaft bearings were larger than the main bearing bolts. Unlike its predecessor, this engine had a cast iron block and cylinder head, which made it more durable on the battlefield. Continuing with monstrous engines, we come across the GMC 637 V8, designed to replace the GMC 702 V12. This large V8 engine, with a 60-degree angle, was intended for heavy trucks and buses. Despite being lighter and more compact than its predecessor, it maintained similar power levels and was more efficient in terms of space and weight. One of the strangest engines is the Chrysler A57, which was developed for the U.S. Army at the last minute. This tank engine consisted of 5 inline 6-cylinder engines fused into a single block, totaling 30 cylinders. What's incredible about this engine is that, despite initial problems, it managed to become one of the most reliable, with an average of 240 hours of continuous operation before any significant issues. The story behind these engines. The engines we've mentioned have fascinating stories that not only reveal the technological evolution in the truck industry, but also the circumstances and needs that drove them. Many of these engines were developed during wartime, like the Maybach HL230, which powered the Panther and Tiger tanks in World War II. Others, like the Detroit Diesel 12V71T engine, emerged in an industrial context where the demand for powerful and reliable vehicles was crucial to meet the challenges of heavy transport. The story of these engines is not just about their technical specifications, but also about how they have been part of a series of innovations to face extreme conditions, both on the battlefield and in industrial and civil work. These engines have evolved over the decades, adapting to new regulations, incorporating technologies such as turbocharging, and striving for greater efficiency. The combination of performance, durability, and versatility requirements has been the driving force behind their constant evolution. Maintenance challenges and costs. The maintenance of these engines, although impressive in terms of power and performance, is not without its challenges and high costs. Some of these engines, like the Scania DC16, require specialized maintenance due to their complexity and the extreme conditions in which they operate. Heavy truck engines often need to undergo regular inspections, and the costs associated with spare parts, high-quality lubricants, and other essential components can be high, especially for older engines. In the case of vehicles like the Bellz 75710, maintenance is an even greater challenge due to the size and the number of components involved. Repairing the electric traction systems and high-performance diesel engines requires highly skilled labor, and operational costs can also be high due to their high fuel consumption. Proper maintenance is essential to ensure that these mechanical giants continue to operate efficiently and without interruptions, which makes the investment in these engines significant both in the short and long term. However, when they are properly maintained, these engines continue to deliver unmatched performance. These engines, although not the most common, have left an indelible mark on the truck industry and have shown how innovation, advanced engineering, and, in some cases, the need for extreme conditions can lead to unique technological solutions. Each of these engines represents a different approach to solving complex challenges, and their legacy lives on in the vehicles they power. It's amazing to see how these mechanical giants continue to defy expectations and push the limits of what's possible. If you enjoyed this, you're sure to love this next video. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content about these giants of the road.